In the last episode of Darktable Monthly, I used SAM3 with the nightly build of Darktable. And in this video, I will show you how you can do the same. So if that sounds good for you, let's go. Before we start, a few points. First, Darktable does not endorse SAM3. This pull request was only to add a SAM-style segmentation model and not specifically for SAM3. Second, the SAM 2.1 model used by Darktable is licensed under Apache 2.0. But SAM3 uses a custom license called the SAM license. So before you use the SAM3 model, make sure you read that license. I'm not a lawyer, but the way I understand it, this license is permissive, but it adds some restrictions. For example, you cannot reverse engineer the model or use it for military use. Also, Meta AI can change the license at any time. Third, don't tell me in the comments that if you use SAM3, you will lose ownership of your pictures. That's not true. Fourth, right now SAM3 only works with the nightly build of Darktable, so don't try this with 5.4 or 5.6. Also, the nightly build can change the database, so if you try this at home, make sure you run it in a separate environment. Also, SAM3 needs more resources than SAM2, so you will need more RAM and create a mask will take longer. Okay, now I will show you how I'm running it on my system. First, you need to download the Darktable nightly build, so to do that, you go on the Darktable GitHub, and then you click on Releases. The first thing you will see is Darktable Nightly Build. You go down and you click on Assets. Right now I'm on Linux because that's the best operating system, so I will download the app image. Now I need to open a terminal. I have downloaded the file on my desktop, so I will cd there. As you can see, the file is right there. Now I need to make it executable, so I do sudo. That's it, now my file is executable. Yeah, you see it's green, so that means it's all good. And now I will run this, so this will launch the Darktable app image, but instead of using the default config directory, it will use a new one that I call Darktable_SAM3. Same thing for the cache, so instead of using the default, I will use one called Darktable_SAM3. So by doing that, it will run separately from my main installation. That's it, Darktable is open, so we can import some pictures. Now go to Settings, AI. Make sure AI is enabled. If needed, you can also change your ONNX runtime library. And that's it. So as you can see, SAM3 is not there at all, so we need to download it. To do so, you go to the video description and there will be a link to my Hugging Face. Once there, you just have to click on File and Versions. There you will see a file named mask-object-sam3.dt model. So you need to click on the small download button right there. Once downloaded, you go back to Darktable, you go to Settings, AI, and then at the bottom there is a button named Import from File. So you click there and you go where you downloaded the DT model. Then you select it, you click Open, and then make sure SAM3 is enabled right there. So this checkbox needs to be enabled. Now you can close the setting menu. Open a picture, and then if I open the mask manager, I click on the AI button, it will analyze the image. And now I can click, and voila, we are creating mask with SAM3. So that's it for this one. See you next time.